Hello, my name is Eric, and I on a rant. And on this episode, my rant is I am not your typical nigga. Welcome to the craziness that lives inside my head. Okay, here's what it is. You get on these dating lines, if you're a black gay man, and you get on these dating lines, and you encounter, let's say, a Caucasian, basically a Caucasian. And these Caucasians, if they want to get to know you, or the way they talk to you, I should say chat to you, a lot of times I don't get it. I mean, some Caucasians will chat to you like if they're black, yo, bro, what's up, bro? Dude. Well, dude is not really, they would call you dude, but mainly bro. And I'm chatting back. I don't use the terminology bro. I don't use the terminology dude. I just do what they call standard English. But anyway, they get this notion, and you know how the dating line is. You question, they question you and to see if we are compatible. And a lot of times we're not. They be asking me a lot of questions, a lot of black questions. I mean, we all know the typical black question, do you have a big dick? No, I don't have a big dick. Oh, are you a top? And I be like, well, I'm neither. I'm not a total top and I'm not a total bottom. Oh, would you screw me? Yes. If I'm turned on to it, yeah. And then they said that, oh, I've been so into a black man. I love black man this and black man that. Yo, bro. And I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I am not your typical nigga. And even, I'm going to be honest with you, even with the black ones, I am not your typical nigga. Because of my age, a lot of the young blacks, I don't know what the fuck is on their mind, but when you tell a young black, that you're working, you're doing all these things, I podcast, I write books, I don't know, I do things. I had quite a few young black men, they're not interested. I had a couple of them who even, maybe months later go, oh, are you still working? And I'm like, what the fuck is your mind? What's on your mind? And my thinking is, and I have questioned some people that I know, I said, what is with this young guys, the ones who look like they get upset because I'm still working? And they then call me, a couple of months later to see if I retired. And someone said maybe they're looking for a sugar daddy. I don't know. If you're looking for a sugar daddy, just ask me. And I would say no. Well, anyway, then you get a lot of, I hate to say this, I guess they call themselves cross-dresser. I get those, and they go into a little fantasy with me, It seems like when they had a black man, I guess he did this to them, he did that to them, whatever he did to them, they start questioning me about me doing it to them. And I'd be like, no, I'm not your typical nigga. If that's what you think, no. I don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know what a typical nigga is. I shouldn't even use the terminology. What is a typical nigga? And I'm not crazy about the word nigga to begin with. When I was growing up, that's a word that in my neighborhood, in the black neighborhood, you would never use that term unless you really mean it. Yes, if the nigga ain't got a job, living on his girlfriend or boyfriend, or living at home, no car, no ambition, Yes, I guess you could say that is a nigga. Well, I'm not your typical nigga. I work. I got things to do. I don't have to lay around smoking weed or drinking wine and shooting up drugs, stay home and have my girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever it is, taking care of me. No, I don't do that. I never did. I mean, is that what you're looking for? You can move on. I don't know what these so-called Caucasian men are looking for. Oh, okay, I do know. They're looking for the BBC. No, I don't have that either. And then they want to know what you screw them to death. Well, it all depends. If you turn me on, yes, I would. But if you're not, just because I'm black and you're white doesn't mean I want to stick my dick in you all the time. I am not your typical nigga, whatever that means in your head. Now, you asked me what that means, and I just told you. It means it means any person. You don't have to be black. You could be white, Chinese, you could be any color, any race. But if you are not working, and you don't have a car, and you don't have any ambition, and all you want to do is watch video or play video games all day, and have your boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever it is that you're living with, buying you food, paying the rent, you are a nigga, whether you like it or not. You don't have to be black to be one of those things. I don't even know where black people got that from anyway. I remember in the 70s when that terminology came out. I tell you, here's the story. When I was going to high school, the boys was calling their girlfriends bitches. And I'm saying, well, why do you want to call your girlfriend a bitch? And he came to me and he said, well, she's fucking all the boys in class. Like that. And I'm like, well, I guess she's doing that. I guess she is a bitch. Then, after I left high school, I noticed in the late 70s, early 80s, the women start calling their men niggas. Why would you call your man a nigga? He ain't got no job. I'm out there working, taking care of him. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? So I stopped questioning it. I mean, when people call their boyfriends or girlfriends, even their wives, nigga, or or bitches, and I'm just like, well, I guess they know. I don't know, but I let people know I am not your typical nigga. Don't look at me and think because I'm black or right away that I don't have ambitions and I don't have I don't have a car and I don't have a job. I work 9 to 5, even at this age. People say, well, why are you working so much? I had a cousin say that. We're the same age. And she goes, well, why are you working? You don't have any retirement? Yeah, I got retirement. But what the hell do I want to do? Sit home, watch TV, and play video games? You really get old and decrepit doing that. No, I got things. I got ambitions. I want to do things. Is anything wrong with that? I mean, I don't care how old you get, but it's just because you in your 80s or 70s, you can't have ambition. I ain't dead. My grandmother, my 90-year-old grandmother, my mother was living with her because she fell, and my mother was complaining to me. She said, well, she won't stay still. She won't do this. She won't do this. She want to wash the dishes. She want to clean the floor. And my grandma would yell at her. She goes, I ain't dead yet. I mean, I don't get it. Just because you're a certain age, you're not supposed to do certain things? Is that what it is? I'm still amazed by young black men. Now, I haven't had this from Caucasians yet, but there are a couple of young black men that will contact me. And of course, I had a Caucasian friend, who told me this 10 years ago. He goes, when you get a certain age, all these young boys going to try to take advantage of you. And I noticed that, I get a lot of cruising from young boys, black and white. But I noticed that if you let them know that you're doing things like working, and I had one says, you're working. What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm working. What's wrong with that? They want to know at your age, you're working at your age. When are you going to retire? And my response is, retire to do what? To sit at home and watch video games? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. What's wrong with that? I thought that would be a big incentive to have a boyfriend, or they say sugar daddy. But even the ones that want a sugar daddy, I think one guy does want a sugar daddy. When I told him the things I do and the things I like to do, like I said, like this podcast and writing books and still working, he got disinterested. He got disinterested. And in fact, he became very combative. He goes, well, I work at this office and my boss, she's 65 and she's going to retire. I said, okay. So what does that mean to me? I don't know. I'm not ready to retire. I want things. I can't afford, the things I want, I can't get on a fixed income. And I let these boys know about that right away. Just like there was a girl on my job, I went and bought a Jeep. A brand new Jeep. And she says to me, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And I said to her, well, this daddy's sugar is all in that Jeep. Because I want things. So I have to work. Isn't that simple? Some people look at it because I'm working at my age that there's something wrong with me. Like my cousin, oh, you don't have a retirement? Oh, yeah, I got a retirement. I got pensions. I got 2 pensions. And Social Security. But what I'm going to do? Sit home and twiddle my thumbs? Okay, I could cut the grass. I hate cutting grass. I could do housework. I hate housework. I like what I do. I'm a massage therapist and I like that. I don't want to cut grass. Put it this way, I don't want to live on a fixed income, cut grass, clean house. I don't want to do that. In fact, I want to work and pay somebody to do that. It'd be nice if I get a houseboy that would do it. I think most houseboys, I don't know what they want to do. They don't want to do that. They want to lay around, eat your food, and think that you're going to have sex all day. No, we're not doing that. If you're going to be my houseboy, you're going to cut the grass, clean the house, especially the bathroom. I'll do the cooking, but you're going to do the cleaning. Well, I guess that's the end for this rant. I'm just amazed how young boys, and I'm really surprised at young black boys when they're looking for a sugar daddy. But when you start telling them that you work and you do all these things, they back off. And I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody can tell me. I try to get the answer with these young girls that work. I had one girl, she was talking to sugar daddy. She said, there's a dating thing for sugar daddy. She said, I've been on it. I want a sugar daddy. I backed off. I said, well, I'm not into that. This is Eric. And thank you for listening to my rant of the craziness that lives inside my head.